Ghana's youth president returns after the break. I'm sure you're enjoying yourself, but keep voting. That's what you have to do. 40% is yours. Star 714 star 13 hash is what you need to do. Again, the man I'm talking about, the first ever Ghana's youth president, has a certain Ghana agenda to execute. You have to keep voting. Today we're talking about the AGRIC ministry. How well have they done so far? Well, gone by is 4 cabinets. The very last one is standing by. If you're ready, let's welcome Clinton AGRIC from Gold Coast Cabinet. And so with your pen, papers, and your ears, ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes for you to start it all off with your manifesto policy. If you're ready, take it away.
Madam Speaker, honorable judges, members of the various cabinets, cherished viewers at home and abroad, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clinton AGRIC. I'm the Minister of Food and AGRIC for the Gold Coast Cabinet. 40% of Ghana's population are employed one way or the other in the AGRIC sector, and it is estimated that Ghanaians spend about 51% of their daily income on food. These figures are a testament to the significance of the AGRIC sector to the nation's economy. However, despite a decent improvement in the sector in recent years by the current government and the previous one, very serious situations still are prevalent in the AGRIC sector. Examples are corruption in the sector, inadequate funding for resources, research and development, nutrient insecurity, and lack of market access to smallholder farmers. So the following are my proposed solutions to this problem. Only 0.7% of Ghana's AGRIC output is spent on R&D, that is research and development. This may be above the sub-Saharan African average of 0.5%, but it is well below the regional leaders such as South Africa, who spend 2% of their AGRIC output on R&D, and Kenya, who spend 1.2% of their research output on R&D. Research is not only underfunded, but the research that have already been done still sits idle on the desks of some bureaucrats. I plan to invest in novel farming methods like hydroponics and aquaponics, which have which has a potential to increase productivity by about 15% as compared to conventional farming. I plan to enable the youth set up these hydroponics and aquaponics systems by providing soft loans, trainings, and tax breaks to startups who choose to engage in these. Also, I'll facilitate the piloting of useful research to test for subsequent possible implementations of research done and to be done. Next, about 45% of Ghana's AGRIC produce, which translates to 290 billion Ghana cedis worth of food, are spoiled daily somewhere in the supply chain of agriculture. My ministry is going to facilitate community-supported agriculture model. We will do this by enabling consumers and food manufacturers to subscribe to the harvest of a certain of creating farm groups. This will be done by providing real-time info to subscribed consumers. Consumers who partake in this will get the benefits of knowing where their produce comes from, the processes it takes before it gets to their table. To tackle corruption in the sector, we will undertake an intense nationwide exercise to register every farmer, the size of their farmlands, their productivity, and all sorts. This will ensure fertilizer, improved seeds, and other AGRIC produce are well managed in these terms, that we do not oversupply. You see, corruption in the AGRIC sector is done this way. Farm produce such as farm supplements such as fertilizers and improved seeds are given exorbitant prices, and then the people in charge of this, because there are no databases, people just take advantage and then do what they like with it. So they overproduce. The demand is lower than the supply. So to do this, we'll integrate a biometric system for the farmers. We'll register the farmers, take into consideration, register their farmlands and their productivity levels. We'll also liaise with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration to strengthen border controls to prevent smugglers who take Ghana's farm produce to other countries to sell. To attract farmers' interest in partaking in this project, this produce will be subsidized from planting to selling. And one more interesting thing, Madam Speaker, about the AGRIC ministry is child malnutrition. The national prevalence of under 5 stunting is a staggering 18.8%. To curb nutrient insecurity, we'll encourage farmers to add value to their produce. This will be done by setting up large farmer groups to process harvested produce, like turning, for example, soya bean to soya milk or to soya cheese, popularly known as wagashi in our local dialect. We will make use of some of the food processing factories under the 1D, 1F for this project. And to attract farmers, we will subsidize their farming practices from planting to selling. And their produce will be subsidized also and given to areas and towns who have such issues as malnutrition in children. Madam Speaker, judges, my fellow members of Cabinet, once again, I'm Clinton Osu-Akresi, the AGRIC Minister for the Gold Coast Cabinet. Join me as we create prosperity and equal opportunity for all in the AGRIC ministry. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and that's Clinton Akresi. And now back to the judges. Let me start off with you, Mr. Jignesh Viradia. The questions.
Your policies are well spoken out. One important policy that you came out or say emphasized on malnutrition. I would like to understand the ministry's understanding. What malnutrition do we have in Ghana?
Yeah, some of important food nutrients like proteins and vitamin especially is usually missing in our diet. In Ghana, we usually consume fully carbohydrate diets. Fully carbohydrates like...
So what is missing?
Protein.
When you say malnutrition?
Protein, for example, is missing, usually. And this is because of the high cost of food that contain protein, like meat.
So what is missing in Ghana is iron, iodine, vitamin A, and zinc, which is the malnutrition what we have in Ghana.
Okay, sir.
All right, let's now go to Dr. Kukubaini. Questions, sir.
I want to deal with you with how you present corruption. How can the corruption in pricing fertilizers with high prices be solved with just registering farmers? Will that solve corruption?
Registering farmers is not to solve high pricing. That's not the problem. In corruption with fertilizer, I said would go a long way in curbing corruption by registering our farmers on biometric system, their farmlands, the kind of crops they produce, and their productivity levels.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. That's how we end this episode on the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Remember to keep voting to accumulate votes because the tension is rising. We're expecting to go into the last episode, the last ministry on our next arrival when we come back on your screens again. Remember, it has been a wonderful, wonderful time having these young people share their manifesto policy and ideas with you. Keep voting. *714 *13# is the code. When we come back next week, we're expecting to see you again. From all of us here, we'll see you soon. This has been Ghana's Youth President with me, Kokulumo. Bye-bye.